Rounders, our favorite poker movie. Wait, whose decision was it to add Joe in the movie cover and that too in the middle?
Bad judgment.
I guess Rake is always front and center. Anyways, so what did Teddy KGB have in the final hand of Rounders? Was it a monster hand or was he bluffing the entire time? In this video, we'll unravel the mystery behind one of poker's most iconic showdowns, diving into subtle clues, cinematic callbacks, and psychological warfare that define this unforgettable scene. So what does Teddy KGB actually have? Well, there are two theories, and the first ties directly to one of the film's recurring themes. Earlier in the movie, Mike and Petra marvel at Johnny Chan's legendary hand from the 1988 WSOP main event where Johnny flops the nut straight and cunningly checks it all the way, outplaying Eric Seidel. This isn't a casual mention, it's a thematic foundation. Chan's discipline becomes a guiding light for Mike, whose impulsive decisions have been his downfall throughout the movie. His poor bankroll management puts him in hot water, his indecision about law school jeopardizes his future, and his inability to distance himself from Worm leads to deeper trouble. Mike has always had the raw talent, but discipline has eluded him until the final scene. When Mike checks his nut straight against Teddy, it's not just a tactical move, it's a transformation. In that moment, he channels Johnny Chan, mastering the very discipline that's eluded him. And the answer to the burning question, what does Teddy have, might just be hiding in plain sight. In this case, Teddy has a hand similar to Eric Seidel's, which is top pair and probably decent kicker on the flop, which could be translated to him having a hand like Ace-10 with strong confidence that Mike is either bluffing or on a draw. I say 10 with an ace kicker because when the ace falls on the river, it prompts Teddy to say it could not have helped Mike, suggesting he holds an ace himself, effectively blocking Mike from having one. This makes sense with a hand like Ace-10, where Teddy feels his hand is strong enough to go all in, but misjudges the new Mike, who has finally learned to harness his talent, embrace discipline, and outplay the competition like a true champion. The second theory is that it seems most logical that Teddy has not just one ace, but two aces. Not only because he said that ace could not have helped you when the ace landed on the river, but also because it feels like poetic justice. Mike defeats Teddy holding the same hand Teddy used to wipe out Mike's entire bankroll during their first showdown, and now Mike has reclaimed his bankroll. By the film's end, after settling his debts with Teddy and Petrovsky, he's back to 3 stacks of high society. The final hand isn't just a climax, it's a poetic conclusion. Mike doesn't just win the pot, he wins the narrative. By embodying Johnny Chan's discipline, he breaks free from his past failures and steps into a future defined by his newfound strength. And Teddy, he learns the hard way that underestimating Mike was his fatal flaw. The genius of this scene is that we'll never know for sure. Maybe Teddy picked the worst possible moment to pull off a big bluff, and his confident table talk was just an elaborate act. Who knows? Teddy might have been holding something absurd like 7 deuce offsuit, aiming for the ultimate troll moment and then collecting $50 from everybody once he wins the hand. That said, it would have been incredible if the writers flipped the script entirely. Imagine Mike calling Teddy's all-in bluff with a rag hand like King 7 off, making a heroic stand with just a pair of 7s on the flop. Sure, anyone can play the nuts, ask James Bond himself, but a hero call for your life? That would have elevated this movie into all-time epic territory. Of course, it's just a movie and this is all speculation. Based on Teddy's character, what hand do you think he had? Let us know down in the comments.